today was starting from scratch, basically with no extra money to save, all my money coming in is all the money coming out, bills and etc., paycheck to paycheck as it gets, what I would do today to start building a savings account to have $500 in that savings account. Doesn't sound like a lot, but most people don't have it, right? Here's the first thing I would immediately do. The first thing I would do is that no matter what, starting today, every single week, no matter what, I would find $5 to save, no matter what, every single week. Now, if you can stick to that, to say no matter what, I'm gonna do $5 a week. If at the minimum you can do that, after 1 year, you'll already be halfway to your goal. And that's just with $5. It will take you in 1 year, you'd be 50% of the way. So in 2 years, if you stuck to it, $5 a week, you would have your $500. Now, I don't want to wait 2 years. You don't have to wait 2 years, because I think I can find you, which I'm going to give you today, some tips as to where else you can find your money within the money you have, okay? So no matter what, you got to find $5, okay? The second thing I would do is that I would immediately first review all the money you're spending on a monthly basis that's not coming from food, eaten, or made at home. I'm going to repeat that again. After you put the $5 a week, okay, no matter what, $5, you got to find $5. You just got to find $5, okay? After you put those $5, the next thing I would do is that I would do an assessment and review all of the dollars every month I'm spending on food I'm eating that was not made or eaten at home. Your fast foods, your snacks that you get at the grocery store, food you get at the gas station, eating out with your friends, etc. You will slowly uncover that a chunk of your money that you say you don't have to save, you are currently eating it. Now, there's two things that go with that. Number one is there is the health component, which we just finished talking about. Most of the foods that are in the street are loaded with sodium, which is not good for you, and with ingredients that will increase your diabetes. Okay? Both of those things are negatively impacting your fitness journey. Number one. Number two, in addition to that, that food being consumed is also impacting your financial journey for two reasons. Number one, the first reason it's impacting it is because you are spending money, right, that could be essentially on food that could be made at home. That's number one. Number two, the food you are buying isn't food that's going to keep you sustained for the entire day. So here's the problem. You go out to eat and you decide to you go out to get breakfast somewhere and you get yourself a bacon, egg, and cheese or something like that. By the way, those are really good. Shout out to New York, man. But you get a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel or something, and you get some like a coffee in this. You spend $13 or $14. Okay, you're there. You didn't pack lunch, so now you got to go and eat lunch as well. So you get yourself another burger or whatever. You spend another $10 or $15. Okay, now you're up to $30. But you say, you know what? I'm just going to eat at home. Man, I ate twice at home. Okay, but you spent $30 that week. Okay? You do that 5 days, that's $150. You do that 4 times. You do that for 4 weeks. You have spent $600, or the equivalent to some people, your car insurance payment, your car payment, maybe half of your rent and beyond, just by that. So instead, I'm not telling you to not enjoy life, but what I would do if, again, I was living paycheck to paycheck, number one, I would put $5. Number two, with that money, I would immediately, and I mean immediately, find a way to cut in half the amount of money that I'm eating outside of food that's made or eaten at home. Immediately. If you can do that, I can assure you, you can probably uncover at least, and this is being very conservative, at least $100. Now, with that $100, do I tell you should be putting that in every week? No. What I would say though is of that $100, I would do a couple of things. Number one, I would pay down some debts with that $100 that you've uncovered, at least maybe 60% of it. And then the other 40%, I would then use to start saving the money on top of your $5. So let's do the math. Same example. This is financial literacy 101 for some of you guys. $100 you save. Let's say you save $100 a week from the food that you've been spending. Actually, let's say $100 a month. We'll keep it simpler. $100 a month. $100 a month, okay? You put $60 towards your debts, which again is paying interest to somebody else. So now you're speeding up the process of getting out of debt, and you put in the other $40 towards the savings on top of the $5 you were going to do a week. So you got $5 a week times 4 weeks. That's $20. And then now you got one time now, you're going to put $40 extra from eating out a little bit less. You're still eating out. You've just cut it in half. So now you've got 20 plus 40, that's $60 a month. I just now, with one move, sped up the time, if you stick to it, from being 2 years to save that $500. Now you can do it in 8 months, 8 to 9 months, okay? I'm going to speed it up one more time, and then we're going to conclude this piece with part number 1. If you have any subscriptions, I would get all of your subscriptions: Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, Apple, Amazon Prime, whatever. Look at all your subscriptions. And what I would encourage you to do is hey, of all of these subscriptions, of which of these can I commit to cutting off for just 3 months? Let's say you take away Amazon Prime. I think Amazon Prime, if I'm not mistaken, is like $18 a month or something like that. You take away the Amazon Prime, let's say it's $18 a month, and you do it for 3 months. That's $54. 54 you put in there, okay? So let's do the math. You've got the $20 from the $5 a week, okay? Plus the $40 that you're going to take away from eating out half. And now you're tacking on $18 for 3 months. You can have $500 saved doing those 3 things. In 4 to 5 months, you can have $500 saved. So my recommendation to anybody here starting from zero is, more than likely, as long as you have some sort of steady income coming in, you can find a way to save $500 in about 6 months if you stick to those 3 things. $5 a week, cut off eating out in half monthly, put 60% of the dollars towards your bills, 40% to savings, and then cut off a subscription of any kind for 3 months, and you will be able to save $500 in 6 months. No doubt about it.